I've heard it said by a few that nobody likes music, everybody loves it. The only person who says they don't like music, the only person I know who's ever said this to me is a person in my family. But I've seen her on numerous occasions dancing around the kitchen to ABBA with the stereo on full blast, so I'm inclined to doubt her claim. Yeah. In my early years, my musical tastes were strongly influenced by my older sibling. He was into Iron Maiden and the like, and some early punk as well. I think listening to Maiden full blast on the old Sony Walkman back in the early 90s was my first real taste of metal. And yeah, as a kid I loved it. I always looked up to my brother as a kid, as little brothers tend to do. Made a role model out of him. My enduring love for old school rock has much to do with him. As I grew into an adolescent, unsurprisingly, my peers influenced my growing tastes. Britpop was big in the 90s, Oasis, Blur, Pulp. Pulp was my favourite. I liked Jarvis Cocker. Good sense of humour. There were some really bad pop groups around back in the 90s as well, just as there are today. Yeah, crappy manufactured teeny bopper shallow music. Yeah. I hope I'm not coming across as a music snob here, but I like what I like and I understand why I dislike that which I call bad music. I've known a fair few people who've only been into one genre of music, obsessively, to the exclusion of everything else. I knew one lad who only listened to happy hardcore, and for him everything else was just trash. Only the happy hardcore did it for him. But I've known people to be that way with pop, or rock, or R&B, or country even. So narrowness isn't uncommon. Great thing about music is that there are some songs or some pieces that never get old. I'm sure you all have your favourites, you know, you can just listen to it again and again, and every time it takes you away or rejuvenates you. For the last year or so I've been really getting into classical music, which I never did in my youth, but yeah, I guess my tastes have matured. Classical. A bombastic score can get you fired up. A soft, enchanting piece can relax your mind after a hard day at work, as nothing else can. I even like Baroque, or some of it. It has a high flownness to it, yes, but you can't deny the skill and talent of those who wrote the music and those who play it. Is your attitude, I don't care why I enjoy or love a piece of music or particular genre. You don't want to intellectualize it. You just want it to penetrate you and play with your emotional states. What I enjoy is music that tells a story, takes me on a journey with plenty of twists and turns. Yeah. Clearly people deeply identify with certain pieces of music, associate certain pieces with virtues, morals, loyalties. I'm thinking of athletes when, say, in the Olympic Games they've won a medal, possibly gold. They stand on the podium victorious, and their national anthem comes booming out, filling up the stadium. And the tears start to flow in spite of the athlete's best efforts to hold them back. Yeah. Every time I hear the theme music to Schindler's List, I can feel a lump start to form in my throat, and I find myself somberly reflecting on what human beings are capable of, in both the negative and positive senses. Yeah, great music is a great manipulator. Maybe a great many don't actually realise just what a profound effect music can have on mood, behaviour and outlook. Many never deeply think about it, I suspect. Anyway, please tell me what you enjoy, what you love, music-wise. What are you into? How have your tastes changed over the years? I'd appreciate your feedback. See you later, folks. All the best.